College granting a special birthday wish this week. Lois Onstad, now 100 years old, attended the college back in 1942, but she wasn't able to graduate. Well, after her year at Ripon, Lois later earned her diploma in nursing from Columbia School of Nursing in Milwaukee. Deborah reached out to Ripon College about how Lois' only regret was not obtaining this bachelor's degree. Vice President Victoria Foles visited Lois in Menominee to present this Bachelor of Arts degree. The college says at least 4 members of Lois's family also attended Ripon College.